Now we're going to have a look at developing your rebound strokes, which is what you need to play the rolls effectively. Ideally, you would take each one of these steps very slowly and not move on to the next one until you're fully comfortable. But for the sake of the exercise, I'm just going to step through each one. But really, I cannot stress enough, take your time. So what we need to do first is just get the stick bouncing and see how that feels. So we'll start with the right hand, and we hold mostly in the first finger and thumb with, again, the other sticks just loosely controlling, and we see how many times we can get the stick to rebound. Rhythm's not important at this point. What is important is a relaxed hand and a nice long bounce, as long as you can manage. So once you're comfortable with that, move across to the left. You can see I'm not really holding the stick properly in either hand. The point is just to get the feel of how it feels when the stick is bouncing freely. Once we've done that for a good 15-20 minutes, we move on to the next step, which is controlling the length or the number of rebounds. So we start with 4. And you can hear they're not 4 even strokes. That does not matter at this point. It's about learning how to feel when to stop the stick after 4 bounces. Again, 15-20 minutes later, we'll move on to the next step, which is stopping it after 3. Again, rhythm isn't important during the 3. It's just about feeling the control of when to stop the stick. Moving from 3 to 2 is when we start to focus in on the rhythm. First of all, just do a couple to see how it feels. Then start thinking of each of the rebounds as a 16th note and leaving a crotchet rest in between. Like so. After you're comfortable with that, we move to playing the 2 16th notes next to each other in the beats. So we take out the beats rest. So the next step is to start putting these rebound strokes into some rhythm. So if we look at the rebound exercise on screen, we see it's a series of 8th notes with 1 16th note moved around the bar as you look down the page. So the idea is that the 16th note is a double stroke and the 8th notes are just single strokes. So what we're thinking behind this is a thought of perpetual motion so that your hands just keep moving and you're dropping in a double stroke every now and then. Something like this. And if we move to number 2, it shifts onto the left hand. If you continue down the page like this, and as soon as possible, start working with a metronome with this exercise. As I said before in one of the other examples, it helps you track where you're going, and it also frees your brain up to concentrate on this new technique that you're learning. If we look all the way down the page as the 16th notes are moving around and mixing up between left and right, in number 8, we see they're next to each other, which is the start of a 5-stroke roll. Or a little faster. So it's the 2 rebound strokes together, followed by a single stroke. So this is the 5-stroke roll, and it's an important element throughout all of the solos. So spend your time on it.